Yo, what to do, YouTube? Today is a great day. This is the first official episode of the new podcast we like to call A Shot with Coquito and Dime. I'm your boy, yours truly, Dime, or you might know me as Co-Stalk on YouTube. But I'm here with the co-host today. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Well, how you doing, YouTube? It's your boy Coquito. Uh, I'm excited and I can't wait to get this first podcast rolling, man.
Yeah, man, we got a big day today for you guys. We got a table of contents I'm going to show on the screen of what we're going to be talking about and timestamps as well. So if you feel free and you want to just look at it, some people just need a shot. And why not talk trash and have a shot with us? So in the comment section, let us know what you're drinking on and go ahead and enjoy this podcast as we hop into it. So the first thing, we got to let y'all know what we're drinking on. And today, I'm going to let y'all know that I'm drinking on some Casamigos tequila.
Oof.
I got it with me. I'm going to be finishing this bottle until all these podcasts until it's gone. So each episode, I'm going to be drinking this, and I'll keep saying it until it's fully gone, and then I'll switch it to a new bottle. But my boy Coquito, let me know what you're drinking on, man.
So tonight I'm drinking on the famous proper 12 by my man Conor McGregor. Which I'm not gonna lie, this whiskey it's really smooth. It's smooth. It just sits well. But man, the Casamigos that you have, that's a smooth hit right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know the vibes. I started drinking it at New Year's, so it's a little bit gone already. But you know the vibe. It was New Year's. I had a bunch of drinks on that day. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do the same thing then. So I'm a little less than halfway. So each episode, I'm gonna take a shot until this bottle's completely done.
All right, that's a bet. All right, so we're gonna start off with letting the people out there know how are you doing during this pandemic right now.
Well, I mean, doing the best you can. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not really much you can do. At least I'm grateful enough that I still have my job outside of what I'm trying to do with my streaming platform and everything. So I'm lucky enough that I still have my job. Lucky enough, my family still have their job. And you know, I mean, I can't really complain. It sucks. It's a struggle, but I mean, just one step at a time. I mean, you can't just try to go ahead and try to beat this pandemic alone. It's gonna be a long ride, and we need everybody.
Yeah, man, absolutely, man. This pandemic thing, this whole situation is crazy. Trying to keep your head above float. A lot of people are losing their jobs. Trying to figure out what's going to be next. You know, they're going with this unemployment thing. They're waiting for the stimulus checks and stuff like that. But you know, this is definitely a patience test for everybody out there, including myself. You're losing your job, you got to keep the faith and keep your head high and try to go for it. This is just making you strive harder, these moments like this. And that's what I learned from myself during this pandemic. It opens your eyes into what you really want to do. And, you know, being on YouTube was definitely one of my main goals. So during this whole pandemic, I've been striving on Coast Talk YouTube, and, you know, opening this new podcast with you is just a breath of fresh air. And, you know, try to keep me positive and keep me focused on my main goal, even though I really miss my main job. But it is what it is at this point. Life moves on, whether you're happy or sad. But you got to try to stay positive through these times like this.
Yeah, that's for sure. And also, this pandemic also showed you, man, that you can't really take anything for granted, man. It's anything at any day, any moment can just completely change. Like, nobody knew that this pandemic was going to hit the world the way it did. Like, it wasn't, we had no time frame. We wasn't prepared. It was just, so I mean, anything at any moment can just change your life completely. But a little bit, I mean, I can say I did get a little good things came out of the pandemic because of the pandemic. I got more into streaming. I got more into doing YouTube and all that stuff. And if it wasn't for that, I mean, I would have never really had time to do any of this stuff. So I'm a little grateful, at least for that, in that sense, because it's helping me in another career, in a sense.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So hopefully everyone is doing great out there in the pandemic. Go ahead and let us know in the comment section as well. How's this going on? And, you know, if you need any uplifting or positivity, we'll try to reach back with you guys. On to the next topic is talking about how we got this podcast started. And I'm going to swing it to my boy Coquito because this was pretty much his idea. So go ahead and swing to this, how we got this started.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, I've always been like a fan of podcasts. I've always listened to podcasts. So I was thinking, like, I mean, why not try to start something of your own? I think I'm a pretty funny guy. I think I pretty much experienced stuff in life that I have enough to talk about, and I figured, I mean, hey, who is a better guy than Dime to have a podcast to just talk about just straight everything? I mean, he's very knowledgeable and he knows sports. You can talk games, you can talk movies, you can talk, I mean, absolutely anything. So, I mean, so that's when the idea came about, and and I and I just kind of wanted to do something slightly different from everybody, because there's sports podcasts, there's like basically a general podcast, there's street podcasts, music podcasts, but there's not really a podcast that just completely has everything, where you're going to talk about girls, sports, games, have drinks. So that's basically where the idea came from.
Yeah, man, it's a dope idea. I appreciate the opportunity you extended out for me to try to do this thing with you. And yeah, man, I'm truly thankful. I'm excited to see where this goes. He's pretty much already sampled what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be trying my best to try to get guests on the show with us as well to try to talk these topics. But that's more along down the road. We're going to keep going down this podcast. Let's go ahead and talk NFL playoffs. Now, the NFL's playoffs is pretty much wrapped up and is ready to go. Is there any team you're looking forward to watching, Coquito, even though yours didn't make it? Is there anything you're looking forward to? What team?
Well, the game I guess I'm really looking forward to. I want to see the Titans and the Ravens. I want to see if Derrick Henry can keep it rolling, and see if they can finally break that little push that they've been struggling with, because that team is solid. I mean, that team basically has it all. So that's basically maybe the one team I'm looking for, to see if they can finally break through and make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, absolutely. That team right there, man, is pretty much one of the most balanced teams in the NFL, man. The Tennessee Titans, but the Ravens definitely are going to have some fight to them. Their quarterback, Lamar Jackson, is pretty much on the tail right now since coming back from that little cramp injury in the locker room. Most people said he had the boo-boo, but it is what it is. But yeah, he's on the current streak in the red zone of like 47 touchdowns and no interceptions. So it's kind of exciting to see what they're going to put up, see if they can stop Derrick Henry or not. Hopefully they take notes of what happened in that Packers game. They try to get that situated. But me personally, I'm going to be looking forward to see what the Colts got, because that's my favorite team. Hopefully they can pull it off against the Bills, which is probably another good balanced team. It's going to be a good fight. Hopefully we can do our best to see how we can get this situated. But we're going to keep on moving on to the next topic. It's going to be talking about Shaquille O'Neal and Rudy Gobert. They've been trolling each other. Pretty much Shaq's been trolling Rudy Gobert. But I would love to see how this is going to go. Well, pretty much Rudy Gobert was getting trolled by Shaq, and Shaq put up this meme by saying, I will have 45, 16, and 10 missed free throws in 3 quarters. He's implying Rudy Gobert will have 11 points, 4 rebounds, and get fouled out in the 3rd quarter. And he ended it off by saying, I'm a G. Let me know your thoughts on Shaq versus Rudy Gobert.
I mean, listen, Shaq just has a thing that he just goes after basically any center, and basically, I mean, you can't, honestly, I can't blame Shaq, because if Shaq was in the game that is in now, right, and if he did not perform the way that he was supposed to, we would have been ripping Shaq apart.
That's facts.
So I mean, the guy has every right to talk about any center that he wants. He wasn't the most skilled, but he definitely was the most dominant. And I don't think any center today, honestly, could handle Shaq in his prime.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. I definitely do. Shaq, if anyone knows Shaq, you can look at all the interviews from back in the day. Even Kobe, everybody knows this is pretty much how Shaq is in his natural habitat. He trolls people, he gets under your skin, and he can definitely back it up, because if you ask anybody, everybody's going to choose Shaq. He was the most dominant center. He pretty much couldn't be stopped except for shooting free throws, but he was the most dominant, and he controlled that way, because that's just Shaq. That's all he does.
He can back it up. So when you can back it up, you can talk the talk. So I mean, you're just gonna have to eat that one.
That's a fact, man. It is what it is. But Rudy Gobert didn't take any light of it. He said it is what it is at the end of the day. He's thankful for his big contract he just signed. And Shaq was basically saying if he can get the money, anybody can get the money. So that's where it all started. But
that's more of just the NBA game today. I mean, it's like honestly, they just throw money away like if it's just pennies. I mean, anybody honestly. There's bench players that are making $9 million. Like that's how bad the NBA is with the money. But I mean, hey, listen, by all means, get the bag, bro. So
yeah, that's a fact.
I ain't mad at it.
I definitely wish I had it. On to the next topic, we're going to be talking about Stephen Curry, man. Stephen Curry, I don't know if you know, but Stephen Curry just dropped his career high 62 points in 36 minutes against the Portland Trail Blazers on Sunday. Let me get your thoughts on Stephen Curry, man.
I mean, honestly, man, I've watched Ray Allen, but I have never seen a shooter like this guy, man. The way this guy shoots the ball it's incredible. Like it's just and that's the two difference between him and Ray Allen. Ray Allen is a great shooter, but Ray Allen was more of a set shooter, coming off screens and just shooting. This guy can dribble, can do any move, pull up from anywhere. Like I mean, I just never seen a shooter like this guy, and that performance was just straight incredible. And especially doing it against the Blazers, oof, against Dame, that was tough.
Yeah, man, it really was. And if nobody knows, Damian Lillard had his career high against the Golden State Warriors, so it's pretty funny to see how Steph Curry gets his against the same team that Dame got his career high against, which is the opposite. So it's pretty funny. They both respect each other. Watching that game was insane. To see Steph Curry, his last 2 threes was from the parking lot. From the parking lot, man. Like once he comes back half court, if I'm a coach, I'm sending everybody on it, because if you look at this Warriors team, and you look at the numbers, nobody's really shooting as consistent as they should. So I definitely would have been triple teaming or double teaming and try to get somebody else to cook me instead of Steph Curry.
Yeah, I mean, once he would have had at least like 40, man, it was time to get the ball out of his hands.
Absolutely. But it was good to see him reach his career high. He's still trying to do his thing, missing Klay Thompson and all of them, man. But shout out to Steph Curry reaching that career high. Hopefully one day he'll try to go for 81 in memory of Kobe or something like that. I'm pretty sure that happened.
And definitely it was nice to see him putting that up, especially after last year not seeing him at all. So it was definitely nice to see him put up those points.
Facts. All right, so now we're going to go to our next topic, which is pretty much top 3. I'm going to give you 3 players, and you're going to have to choose one out of the 3, and it's going to be sports related. This topic is going to be on NBA. So now I'm going to give you 3 players, so let me know your 3. The first one, I'm going to go with point guards. I'm going to give you Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, or Damian Lillard.
Ooh, that's tough. I'm gonna have to go Dame Lillard. I'm gonna have to go Dame. Just because Kyrie's just a little bit injury prone for me, and Curry's just a little bit more of a shooter than a true point guard. So I basically, if you take those 2 players and you put them together, that's basically Damian Lillard. So the guy can shoot, the guy can dribble, he can pass, he can play defense. So I'm gonna have to go with Damian Lillard.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I definitely respect that. For a person like me, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go with Steph Curry. I love Kyrie to death. I'm a Blue Devil fan. He would have been my second pick, but out of these 3, I gotta go with the Wizard, Steph Curry. And it's funny how you say that, because you picked Steph, you picked Dame, and I picked Steph, and they just played on Sunday. But that's pretty funny. All right, now we're gonna go over to the shooting guard positions. We got James Harden, C.J. McCollum, or Bradley Beal.
I mean, these guys are all raw, but you're gonna have to just go. I'm gonna just have to go with James Harden. I mean, Bradley Beal's a dog, and we saw what he did when John Wall wasn't there.
Yeah.
McCollum's a dog, but we kind of haven't really seen him like by himself yet.
Yeah.
And then James Harden, I mean, he's an MVP. We just know what he can do. So I'm gonna have to go with James Harden.
Okay, I like that. You got Damian Lillard and James Harden so far. So my next pick is definitely going to be C.J. McCollum. I love Bradley Beal, but with a guy like Steph Curry, CJ McCollum can be a Klay Thompson with more of an ISO game with dribbling. So I definitely would take CJ McCollum out of these three. I already got a point guard that a ball guard if we have to. That's why I didn't take Harden. So I wind up going ahead and getting CJ McCollum. On to the next one is Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, or LeBron James.
Oh shit! You put LeBron in there. I thought I was gonna get like Giannis or something.
Nah. He a power forward on this list.
Kawhi, who was it? Kawhi, KD, or LeBron?
Yeah.
I mean, how can you not go with LeBron though, man? In this sense, I can say LeBron, so he can keep Harden in check.
That's all good. Yeah, you got LeBron. I'm gonna go here and walk on my favorite man, Kevin Durant. I gotta get Kevin Durant. Having him running the back with CJ McCollum and Steph Curry. Woo.
Listen, honestly, if you didn't put LeBron in that list, I was going to Kawhi.
Yeah, of course, that's right.
So, but I mean, because you put LeBron, I can't go against him. I can't.
Yeah, it's so good. I love LeBron. Shout out to LeBron James, man. One of the GOATs. On to the next one is the power forward position. And this is where it gets tricky. You got Anthony Davis, Giannis, Zion Williamson.
Anthony Davis, Zion, or Giannis. I'm gonna have to go Anthony Davis. I mean, it's just the more complete player. Zion, Zion's a dog. I mean, he's gonna. Hopefully, that guy has his potential is through the roof. So hopefully, he can perform to his potential. Giannis, I'm not too much of a Giannis fan.
Ain't that wrong with that?
I mean, his game to me is pretty much one-sided. I mean, if you can just keep him shooting, I pretty much. I mean, he won't put up that many points. But I think Davis, that guy's a dog. He can rebound for you. He can shoot. He can defend. He can put it on the floor. So I'm gonna have to go with Davis.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely choosing Anthony Davis out of these three as well. He's just multi-talented, can go all around the court. I would have chose Zion, but I definitely need him in a younger lineup. I don't think Zion would have fit.
Yeah.
Even though Zion could do just as good, but I think Anthony Davis is more talented. On to the center position, which is the last one. You got Bam Adebayo from the Miami Heat, DeMarcus Cousins, or Rudy Gobert.
So we're going to healthy Cousins?
Yeah, it don't matter.
Cousins, Gobert, or Bam Adebayo. Listen, one thing is, I love a center that can shoot. I love a center that can stretch the floor, so I'm gonna have to go with Boogie.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm definitely choosing Boogie as well. Having him back with Anthony Davis in the paint.
Oh.
You can run 5 out with Harden for your lineup, and I can run 5 out with Curry or KD. So yeah, I think both our lineups should definitely be almost unstoppable. So they are good picks. On to the last topic of discussion for this podcast. We got a new category I just made up maybe a few days ago. It's called Smash, Pass, or For the Streets. So I got 2 categories, and I spiced it up. So these are actors.
You put some. All right, here we go. Yeah, let's go.
Put some big mama potentials on the list, man. The first one is Jessica Alba, Mila Kunis, and Angelina Jolie. Tell me which one you're gonna smash, pass, or For the Streets.
So after each one has to get a title.
Yes, sir.
So one, I gotta say which one I'll smash, which one I'll pass, and which one For the Streets.
Absolutely.
All right. So who was it? Jessica Alba,
Mila Kunis from That 70s Show, and Angelina Jolie.
Woo! Damn. All right. Definitely. I'm smashing Mila. I mean, that's for sure. I mean, there's no way around that one.
Yes, sir.
Passing. Fuck. Damn, who am I passing? This is tough. Alright, we're gonna pass. Damn, this just sucks to say this. We're gonna pass Jessica Alba and for the
Ah,
street, Angelina Jolie.
yeah,
So
see,
in a sense,
we got the same list.
I put Angelina Jolie for the streets in the sense that I can still get at that. So that's why.
Exactly. Hey man, even though I'm smashing Mila, Angelina Jolie can go half on her baby because she's for the streets.
Exactly. So I had to put her out there. That was the only option to get her again. So
So you might be in Diddy's or something. She drive past. You be like, hey, what up? So, all right. The next one. This might be tough for you, but I already got my list. Jennifer Lopez, Nicki Minaj, and Cardi B.
Cardi, I'm passing. I'm passing on Cardi. That's off the rip. I'm good. I'm good off Cardi. J-Lo, I'm married. I'm not even smashing that. I'm married. J-Lo. I'm getting on my knees for that. I don't know if I'm not trying to just smash that one time. I'm trying to smash that for the rest of my life. And for the streets of Nicki.
All right, hey, you said Nicki Minaj is for the streets.
Yeah.
All right, that's nice, but I'm gonna switch out Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Cardi B is for the streets. We all know her history, so she can definitely pull up. And I'm passing on Nicki Minaj, and I'm marrying J-Lo too. So same thing.
That's J-Lo we talking about right there.
We won't skip. She been in the game. So all right, now this is the end of the podcast. We appreciate you if you made it this far. But at this point, we're gonna go ahead and open up the bottle and take a shot. So if you are at the end of this episode, go ahead, get your bottle, get your shot ready. We're gonna take a toast, and we're gonna all take a shot together. Let me go ahead and put mine on. Woo, that foam. Tequila, it smells like you about to get a shot at the doctor's, man.
Who, me?
Nah, that's what my tequila smell like when I open it. All right, man. I got mine right here.
Oh, your glass look kind of big. Oh, okay. No, we like the same.
I got two of them, man. I travel a lot, so I get different glasses, man. All right, so cheers to the first episode. Shout out to everybody that stayed by. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and comment in the comment section what you're drinking. Appreciate y'all for stopping by, and we out.